Natasha from Makeup in SFC. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do what the title says above. We are going to do 3 Halloween last minute ideas. You got invited to a party, holy crap, you don't have anything to wear. I'm going to show you how to use makeup to create some simple, easy ideas. So all of these makeup ideas actually start out with a regular face of makeup, and then I just started to add little elements to change it up. So if you're interested in this video, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. I have one more Halloween tutorial and then I'm done. I cannot keep up with you SFX guys and dolls, like all the Halloween stuff that I've seen on Instagram and YouTube, above and beyond my expectations. I'm a really simple girl. I didn't make as many tutorials as I wanted to, but I thought this would be a nice video for folks who just want to use makeup. So one of the main things that I wanted to suggest you could get, you can find it at your local craft store, is this Snazaroo face paint. I got mine from Michael's. It costs $8. There's always coupons, and I pretty much use this for every single tutorial that I did in this video. And then if you don't have that, I also suggest these 3 things: a black eyeshadow pencil, this one is from NYC. I have black eyeliner, this one's from Physicians Formula, and then black liquid lipsticks. So any of these things could be used to create many of these looks. I also used a lot of eyeliners, I used eyeshadows, so use what you have and make do with what you got because it's last minute. Now go.
So you know me, always filming at dinner time. Anywho, so the first one is going to be a pretty skull. Now, I posted up a picture on Instagram. It was originally inspired by Laura Ariano. She is the co-owner of Milk Cosmetics, and I just wanted to make it my own, so I added a few more dots and stuff here and there. I'm using the Snazaroo face paint to just sort of map out all of the different shapes on my face. It's up to you how elaborate you want to make this. I made it super easy. So I'm just using this paintbrush that I got from Michael's, and I'm using dots all the way around and just kind of making it symmetrical. The best thing to do is Google skulls, artistic skulls, sugar skulls, and just try to make it your own. I'm pretty much just making this up. I'm also looking at the inspiration photo that I got from Laura, but it's up to you. You can look up artwork or different pictures of other people's makeup and just pick and choose what it is that you like from each one. Next, I'm making that nose hole, and I'm pretty much making a little Batman on my nose. Again, it's one of those things you have to look at a picture of. Now I'm taking my Black Radiance contour kit, and I'm just setting up my cheekbones and my jawline and my forehead because I am going to contour with a black eyeshadow from the Morphe 35C palette. And so I'm taking that on the same angled brush, and I'm just deepening up my contour, making it very, very exaggerated. And then I'm going back in with that more bronzy shade to blend it all out. But it's alright if it's harsh because you're a dead skull, so it doesn't matter. Continuing on with some final touches, deepening up some of the circles, adding some more. Then I'm going to do my smoky eye. So I'm taking this reddish brown shade in the palette, and I'm starting to define my crease and making it really blown out. I'm using that on a Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just being really messy. It's up to you if you want it to be better than this, but I'm just going as messily and as fast as I can. And now I'm using this more plummy burgundy shade, and I'm doing that deeper in the crease so I can create a little bit more depth. And then I'm going in with black. I could have put an eyeshadow base, but I didn't. I just went in straight with the black and blended it out. And then I decided to put a little bit of sparkle, taking the shade Gunmetal from the Gunmetal stack from Milk Cosmetics. And I thought it had a really nice touch since everything was so plain. And I'm blending that out with the same brush that I had used to put the black eyeshadow. I'm taking a little bit more of that black eyeshadow and blending in between the warm shades and the cool tone black shades. And then I'm going to do my lower lash line, really making it smoky and a little haphazard. And then to match the top, I'm taking the burgundy shade and that reddish brown shade and just blending out the lower lash line, smoking it out even more. For my base, I actually use just regular foundation, regular powder. It's the same highlight from earlier in the day because I had just gone to work, so it really doesn't matter. It's up to you what kind of base makeup you want to do. Now, I thought that my face wasn't hollow enough, so I decided to extend my contour lower towards the side of my cheeks, and then I blended it out with a little bit more of the bronzer. Then doing some finishing touches, and that is pretty much the finished look. Depending on how much time you have, you can decide how intricate you want to make this teeth section. So I am just doing the bare minimum. I'm just making lines. I'm using the same face paint. You can also use liquid eyeliner, or you can use cream eyeliner depending on what you want to do. Then taking this Jordana liquid lipstick, I am just filling the inner part of my lips just so that it looks a little bit more pale and dead looking, and that is the finished look. Go ahead and enjoy that. Yes, some slow-mos. Now this is one of my all-time favorite looks. I did this a few years ago with my boyfriend Mike, and so I'm going to make myself look like a Lola or a grandma. So I'm taking one of the more neutral browns in the eyeshadow palette. Now right now I only have foundation, no concealer, and I'm pretty much distorting my face so I can get into every single nook and cranny that my face distorts. So I'm scrunching my cheeks, showing my double chin, scrunching my eyebrows, everything that I can do to get some color in it to deepen up those creases and really emphasize the wrinkles that a Lola would have. And then I'm going in with some eyeliner to create some depth, so I'm deepening up some of the areas, blending as I go along, and then going back in with the eyeshadow to just blend and make it a little bit more soft and weathered. Now that I have some smile lines, I have some crow's feet. Look at a person, a photo of an elderly person, and then you can really make it your own. Then I'm going to use some white eyeliner. This one is from LA Girls, and I use that to fill in my eyebrows just to sort of lighten them and make them look more white. But I did go back with face paint on a spoolie and just brush that even more. And then I took the spoolie of this face paint. I don't know, I'm sure you could get some kind of hairspray, but I thought this is what I had, so I just decided to do that. Now, depending how much of your hair is showing, you can decide how much to color your hair. And then I imagine myself as a Minnie Mouse, baseball-loving grandma who knits. So, yes, another slow-mo. Look at how thug I look. Those are my sister's real glasses. They're prescription. Yes, love it. Lola. Now for this last makeup look, I actually got this Harley Quinn t-shirt from Hot Topic a few years ago, and so I decided to make myself into a villain. You can use this kind of mask for a superhero, a villain, whatever you need. I'm using a reference photo that is of the comics. Now I'm taking that NYC eye pencil and I'm starting to create the basic shape of the mask, and then I'm going in with the face paint. You can use eyeliner, you can use liquid eyeliner. This is really nice because it's creamy, and I'm using that to outline the outer edges again and just sort of perfect the shape that I want. And I'm using a very thin detailed brush. Now these paints are water activated, and so the more water you use, the less opaque it is. So try to find a good mix. Now I'm probably going to do the fastest smoky eye I've ever done. I'm going to start off with an eyeshadow base. This one is from NYC, and I'm creating the basic shape of the eyeshadow look and also filling in the lower lash line. Then taking this matte black shade, I'm setting it, but just blending out the edges. It's okay if it's messy. Harley Quinn was crazy. And I'm using that on an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. All the tools and the products will be listed down below in case you're interested. And then I'm taking this taupey brown shade and I'm using that with an E30, I think. It is a fluffier blending brush, and I'm using that to start to blend out the edges, make it a little bit more smoky. And then I'm going to go back in with more of a gray shade. It is more of a lighter gray shade, and I'm using that in between so that I can blend it even more, but a little closer to the crease. Now, sorry I'm all over the place. Now we're going back to the mask, and I'm taking a little bit more of that black face paint. Now I'm going around the shape of the eye, and again I'm using that reference photo, and I'm not going over the smoky haze of the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to fill it in with a larger flat eyeliner brush with a little bit more of that face paint, going over my eyebrows and filling in all of the spaces as best as I can. Then I'm going to go in with the finer tip brush so I can get really close to the edge and then really clean it up. Now, if you feel like you were messy, go ahead and use some concealer, but I pretty much just went as slow as I could, and so at this point you could be done, and that is the end of your mask. But I'm going to do a little bit something extra. I'm going to create some highlight shades with this white face paint. I'm taking that with the same brush. I just cleaned it off a little bit and then tried to go with the natural highlights of my face, and then, I don't know, I just kind of put it in random places. I finished off with some red lipstick. This is my Artist Rouge lipstick from Make Up 'n' Fix. I will list the color shade down below. And then I'm going to go in with the NYC eye pencil, and I'm using that with an E30, I think. It is a fluffier blending brush, and I'm using that to start to blend out the edges, make it a little bit more smoky. And then I'm going to go back in with more of a gray shade. It is more of a lighter gray shade, and I'm using that in between so that I can blend it even more, but a little closer to the crease. This is totally optional. You can just use mascara, but I decided to pop on some lashes. These are my Glamour 113s from Ardell, and I used some duo glue that was in the shade Dark, and that is the finished look. And go ahead and be crazy. Have a happy Halloween and be safe. See you next time.